All right. Welcome to the fifth module in our course, How Time Flies, which is Unit Standard 114052, which will be about demonstrating appropriate customer care in the context of IT support according to a service level agreement. Service level agreement is normally abbreviated as SLA. So, in case I get caught up and always start talking about SLA, just know that it means service level agreement. It's literally a contract. With all the stipulated agreements over what we would have agreed with each other, with the client and the service provider, to say this is what you're gonna do and this is what the other one is gonna do. Normally, the client will pay, the service provider then gives the services. So during the course of events, sometimes what was agreed upon and what then ends up happening might be different. So we then just come back to the service level agreement to say what did we even agree and what then should be done in case that happens. If ever you have signed a contract in your life, and I'm sure you have seen that it always has rules and regulations of how to deal with different circumstances, and also what we're agreeing upon. If it's a matter of money being paid to each other, how much is it? When will it be paid? In what format? And so forth. And also what could be done if, God forbid, it happens that whatever we agreed upon could not be done. So, what we are going to learn in this particular unit standards is then to understand how to be appropriate in our customer care in the context of IT support, obviously, and then we'll be following the service level agreement. So picture yourself as employed by an IT company. It could be MTN, it could be Vodacom, could be any other IT company, not just the phone companies. Anyway, there are things that your clients expect from you, and sometimes things happen within or outside your control that can make you fail to give them what they expect. How do you communicate with them? And the reverse is also true. Your clients might fail to satisfy whatever you agreed on, be it their contractual obligation to pay at a certain date, a certain amount, or that has to be dealt with. But it has to be dealt with appropriate customer care. Not the usual way we deal with problems, usually at home, where we know if someone owes me, I go and shout at them, call them names, embarrass them until they pay me back, or even beat them up. In business ethics, there are ways to deal with these things that don't involve violence and that don't involve things which are outside the law. So, at the end of the day, as an IT person, you should be able to handle such cases with care and end up with your clients being happy at the end of the day, and also not suing you. Whether you were able to deliver exactly what they expected or you actually underperformed and so forth, your communication skills should be able to handle you in such a way that your clients will still be satisfied with what is happening. So it all ends up being a communication issue. Sometimes just a misunderstanding in terms of communication can actually escalate issues further than necessary. So in this particular unit standard, we're going to be looking at all those things: how to be appropriate, how to address people with respect, how to be able to point out exactly where what they call them the points of pain. So exactly where the grievances are, and also make sure that your clients are then able to understand how you solve those particular grievances and so forth. So once we understand that, then we're able to perform appropriate customer care in the context of IT support. Remember, whenever we're talking also of IT support, we're talking on the fact that people will be calling you and saying what you're expecting to happen is not happening. What we signed up for is not coming. Maybe your internet is not connecting. Your device that you sold them is not working as expected, and they might have gone through the manual and they still can't pinpoint where the problem might be. Therefore, only your company might be able to tell what could be the problem. So all these things add up to what we then term as support. It's literally, as the word means, supporting your clients, even though they've already paid for the service. They might still have some little problems there and there, and you might need to help them. That is very important, because if you can't help your clients after they've bought your assets, in the future, when they have even people who also want to buy the same type of assets from you, they might actually tell those people not to go to you, because obviously everyone wants to be in a situation where you are helped when there are issues, and you don't want to be stuck with a piece of equipment that you bought from a certain company, and when you start having problems with it, no one is able to help you, and the company itself won't even answer the phone or respond to their emails. That's a terrible way of doing business. Unfortunately, a lot of businesses still do that, but it's a very terrible way of doing business, and it makes clients run away all the time. So that's what we're trying to do here, to make sure that our customers are well catered for, and they are respected, and they are communicated with in case of any problems, and everything, if possible, goes according to our agreement, to our contract. Basically goes in agreement with our service level agreement. So that's basically, in a nutshell, what this topic will be about. Let's meet each other on the next video, where we'll go deeper into the topic.